hobos want to know how to be a hobo. They want to know what being a hobo is like. They want to know what it's about. What's the underground like, Mr. Sawtooth? Oh, they got so many questions. One of the questions is, what's the difference between hobo and regular folk? Now, I've been asked some dumb questions in my life. Sawtooth, where'd your tooth go? Sawtooth, why's your shirt ripped? Sawtooth, why you got a filthy face? But this one gonna take the cake. And it's a good cake, too. It's a red velvet with a little cream cheese frosting on top. That's what this question take in the realm of stupidity. What's the difference between hobo and regular folk? Well, where to begin? With a bullet. On the list, regular folk don't have hatchets. If they do have hatchets, they don't carry them around. And if they do carry them around, they don't also carry around a horn with which they sharpen with the hatchet. Number one, hatchet-related matters is surprisingly, it shows up a number of times on this list here. I live in the underground in Pittsburgh. Ain't no regular folk living in the underground in Pittsburgh. Oh, I've got visitors. Yes, from time to time. You may remember Miss Penny Avocado. She came down to visit. Sorgatron come down to visit every now and then. He don't like the doc, though. And he's not a fan of the pigeons. But really, who is, except for they tasting my country cousins? Normal people generally clean. I'm not afforded a number of luxuries that normal folks is. Down here, ain't no showers, ain't no hot plates, ain't no motor vehicles on good days. Ain't no cats generally, and if there is, they are demon creatures and not actual cats. Ain't no locks on the doors. Ain't no light for one. Ain't no non-toothed fish for another. There's lots of fish down here and they all got teeth. Ain't no coffee, ain't no latte, ain't no tea. Plenty of turlet wine though, which we got over the surface folk. They can't make a good turlet wine if you get sun in it. That's the secret. Ain't got no Starbucks down there and all their amenities. Ain't nothing but a hole in the ground to shit in. Ain't got no TV, ain't got no computer, ain't got no video games. Just got a rotary phone that's covered in seaweed that I can't get off because it's dried and crusted, and using a rotary phone is a pain, and using a rotary phone that's crusted with seaweed is even worse. My 7-hole is all stopped up with seaweed, so I gotta just aim it and turn the whole dial, or just the phone around the dial. I don't even know where the seaweed came from, cause ain't no seaweed down here. Ain't no sushi, cause ain't no light to cut the fish in tiny bits. Ain't no pleasant conversation in here. It's really just shouting at each other. Although I understand there is a fair amount of shouting in the above ground too, from what I hear from time to time. Ain't no business suits, ain't no ties, ain't no shoes. I done covered the shoes. Ain't no combs. Closest thing to combs we got is either the horn that I sharpened or this metal thing that I carry around called a dingle hopper, and I use that to quaff. Ain't no clean water, ain't no chocolate, ain't no sandwiches. I ain't seen bread in 45 years, and that is not an exaggeration. Ain't no lunch meats, ain't no lunch meat counters, ain't no deli counters, ain't no machine where you pull tickets out and it tell you what to do with your life. Ain't no cookies, ain't no cream, ain't no cookies with little pieces of paper inside to tell you what to do with your life. What I'm trying to tell you is, regular folk got it pretty easy. We down here in the underground, things is a little difficult, but I'll tell you what we got over the surface folk. Aside from the best turlet wine in the world, we're honest, we're quiet, we're good people. I spend my days rubbing my face in the dirt, tunneling, scribing, and that's gonna make you a good person. So if I gotta wrap this up in such a way, people of the surface, regular folk, take some time out of your busy schedule. Find someplace dark and quiet and drippy and full of pigeons. 50% dead, 50% rambunctious. Go on down there, scavenge around for a little bit. Let your family think you're dead. You gonna pop out of the other end a better person. That's the Sawtooth guarantee.